So last time we talked about Spider-Man 4, we discussed Tom Holland in a recent interview with Deadline, and Tom Holland in that interview with Deadline essentially said that he's a part of the creative process very early on for this movie compared to the other movies he's been in, and that they're just trying to get stuff perfect, not trying to repeat past stuff with the character, things of that nature. We also talked about some rumors regarding the possibility of Black Cat in the movie and other director updates. Nowadays, that's all we're pretty much hearing though, is who Marvel and Sony are looking at to direct this film. And we do have more of that today, but we actually have some other interesting scoops coming from Daniel RPK. What's interesting about today's news is that it does in fact involve the symbiote from the end credit scene of No Way Home. Now, as per usual, nothing is like 110% confirmed or nothing like that. So with that being said, anything not confirmed by Sony or Marvel or an executive at Sony or Marvel are to be taken with a grain of salt. Make sure to stay till the end, you don't want to miss any of the above in today's video. So Daniel RPK came out with a couple things within the past few weeks. A couple weeks ago, he said that Spider-Man 4 will begin filming this fall, probably late September, so that it can be released fall 2025, which is interesting. That's literally 3 months away from now. But with that, let's pull up a calendar and see what the current release schedule for Marvel next year is as of right now anyway, when I'm making this video, because, you know, things are always subjective to change. So here we go, calendar of 2025. First film we got coming is actually Captain America 4, whatever the current title is. They've been changing that bitch. Oh, here, I just found it. Brave New World, I guess. Bro, they changed this title, like I said, like 3 or 4 times. But anyway, it's coming out February 14th. Currently, that's kind of odd, Valentine's Day, but I guess. I don't know. Moving on, next film in 2025 coming out is Thunderbolts, May 2nd. Then we got Fantastic Four coming July 25th. Now this is interesting. So right next and lastly, right now anyway, we have Blade in November of 2025, November 7th, I think. Now you're probably wondering, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? Let me tell you though, gang, you feel me? Lock in and listen. This Marvel calendar release setup thing we got going on right here, it has something very interesting in it. This interesting thing it has in it is this right here. And you're probably still thinking, what the fuck? All right, I'll get to the point. There is a 3-month gap right there between Fantastic Four and Blade. August, September, October, all empty. Now, if y'all remember, No Way Home started production in October of 2020 and actually ended up releasing the film December of 2021. The turnaround time for No Way Home from production start to release date was 1 year and 2 months. So now with that, if they do begin production this year, they might try to push for a September release for MCU Spider-Man 4. That is, unless maybe they move up Blade or move back Blade or something along those lines, but I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't want this film being rushed, you know? If they were to start production this September, really the targeted release date would probably be following again the turnaround time of No Way Home at least, even though that was a much bigger film than this will be probably, but who knows, right? But anyway, again, like following the No Way Home turnaround time, if they start production in September, they should be releasing in November, but Blade is in November. Can we be like so real, guys, though? Like, who fucking cares about Blade, in my opinion? Like, come on, like, can we like push Blade back and drop Spider-Man 4 in November? That's my birth month, so that would be a sick present, Marvel. Y'all got me, right? Okay, but on a serious note, the release date is very hard to pinpoint right now because we have these rumors that suggest one thing, but it doesn't necessarily make sense or match up. On the other hand, anything could really happen, so for now we still kind of just, you know, gotta play the waiting game on the release date for Spider-Man 4, which sucks. Honestly, I think the best case scenario is that they find a cast and director, everything, and figure out the story by the end of next month, which is July. Right, hear me out. Start production August of this year to have it out by October of next year, and it's right after Fantastic Four. Maybe we can get a Spider-Man cameo in Fantastic Four? Nah, Marvel's reaction to that is probably go fuck yourself. But yeah, there's that. Onto some more interesting stuff from Daniel RPK. He also has said that the symbiote post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home will play a role in Spider-Man 4. This is a pretty bold claim, man. I mean, like, we'll see, but we sort of have discussed this before, and there's a lot of rumors going around, floating around the internet and such. 3 months ago, we talked about a rumor from a YouTuber who goes by Den of Nerds, where he said that he heard apparently they're going to have Spider-Man die by the end of the film, and then have the symbiote resurrect him from the grave, and then like end film right there or whatever. Now, like I said in the original video, we talked about this in, I think on paper this is a good idea for like the end of the film, like the film to end on this as a cliffhanger. Like that's dope, but like this means we will be sacrificing the comic book origin of Peter getting the symbiote on WRLD in Secret Wars. And I mean, comic accuracy is cool and all, but like honestly though, I can't even lie to you guys, I'm kind of fucking with the idea of a villain killing Spider-Man and then he gets resurrected from a grave by the symbiote. Like that would actually be so fucking awesome to see in live action. And I mean like, yeah, this like sorta kinda happened in Spider-Man 2, but this adaptation of the symbiote sucked. Let's be so real.
That shit's ass, bro.
And Craven didn't even bury Spider-Man, so that's something new that we would actually see or whatever, and that like hasn't been done yet. And if they were to do that, it would easily clear Spider-Man 2. Seriously though, like that would be cool. Imagine like Craven or whoever the villain might be kills Spider-Man, throws him in a grave, and then we see Black Suit Spider-Man resurrect from the grave. That would go so fucking hard if shot and directed well. It would be like the new Tobey Spider-Man 3 symbiote suit reveal scene again, if executed correctly, that is. I just genuinely wonder like what Marvel's thought process is. Like what are they planning to do? Because they don't be doing comic book stuff. Like they will, but like they won't follow storylines from the comics heavy. Like they take inspiration, but they never like really for the most part do like one-to-one what happened in the comics. And like I guess that's fine, but this Spider-Man symbiote storyline, they have the perfect chance to do it comic accurate, you know? Also, like while we're talking about the symbiote, like do you guys think we're gonna get Venom in the MCU? I wonder if that's why Venom 3 is the last Sonyverse Venom film. Maybe I'm just delusional though. Am I Delulu, chat? Let me know. You can be honest. It's all right. I might be. Moving on though to the last thing from Daniel RPK. This was actually a day or two ago, something like that. Daniel RPK said that Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah are in the mix for Spider-Man 4 since they do have a current connection with Sony and Marvel Studios, and Marvel and Sony do like to reuse directors when possible, but they are also looking at indie directors like John Watts. Now I guess these two guys, Adil and Bilal, holy fuck, like what are these names, bro? I'm sorry, I had to say it. The intrusive thoughts got to me, but I guess these two guys directed the Miss Marvel TV series. Personally, I watched a couple episodes and then I forgot about the show and never returned to it. I do not remember any of it really, but most people I think didn't enjoy that series if I'm not mistaken, so there's that. I don't know, man. Like, there's zero way Sony and Marvel could fuck this up. There's no way, right? Hey, yo, what happened to Sam Raimi? Like, I know I said that rumor is probably fake, but he directed Doctor Strange. Why don't they reuse him to direct this new Spider-Man trilogy or whatever? Obviously, though, you know, like, he can't really do too much of, like, what he did with Tobey. Or, like, maybe he can, but he'd have to expand on it and, like, make it different and shit. Because, like, obviously, Tom and Tobey are very different. I don't know, man. This whole director thing is just ridiculous. They had a couple good picks before, but now it's like, all right, what are we doing? I see some smoke coming out the kitchen. Like, y'all better get this shit under control. The fucking goddamn smoke detector is going off. But yeah, what are you thinking of all the rumors we covered today for MCU Spider-Man 4? Do you think the MCU should recreate the comic symbiote storyline with it being obtained by Peter in Secret Wars? Or do you kind of fuck with the idea of a villain killing Spider-Man and symbiote resurrecting him from the grave, and that being the cliffhanger of the movie? And also, who do you want to direct Spider-Man 4? With that being said, I want to hear your opinion, so make sure to comment down below so I can interact with you in the comments. Thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you're new to the channel, I usually try my best to cover confirmations, rumors, leaks regarding Spider-Man media, and whatever else I'm interested in. So if that's what you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 6K. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and to check out my last upload at the top left. Hope you ever had a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.